Good morning, Kimberly Panthers. This is Mr. Sally welcoming you to another exciting week of distance teaching and learning at Kimberly Elementary School, where we strive to build hope in action, belief in action, success in action. While virtual classes will start at 8:30 a.m. promptly each and every day, your teachers will be online from 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. to answer questions from you or your parents. I want to remind you each week of some expectations for a successful virtual learning experience. First off, boys and girls, make sure that you get out of bed daily for school. Brush your teeth, have breakfast, get dressed. Find a table to sit at that is clean and organized. Find a quiet place for learning. Keep your technology charged and your plugs close to you. Store your technology in a safe place when not in use, and I repeat, only use your technology for school. Looking at our weather for the week of November the 16th through November the 20th, it looks like we have sunshine all week with highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s and 50s. But that means it's going to be a little chilly, but it's the normal fall type weather. But all of our boys and girls got coats, so no one should be cold when they get outside. Our IB learner profile for this month is open minded. It's when we critically appreciate our own cultures and personal histories, as well as the values and traditions of others. We seek and evaluate a new range of point of view, and we're willing to grow from the experience. Hmm, let me think of something that might cause us to be open minded around this time. Last week, we talked about the election results. This week, I think Thanksgiving is coming up next week. And there are some people in the United States who celebrate Thanksgiving, and there's some people in the United States and across the world who do not. Thanksgiving has different meanings for different people, even here in the United States. And because it is Native American History Month, it's a time for us to think about what did Thanksgiving mean to the Native Americans. Ask your teacher about that and see what he or she has to say. I want to say happy birthday to the following Panthers. You see, there's a long list of names because we're celebrating birthdays from this week and next week because we won't be in school and I won't be able to say happy birthday to them. So, celebrating their birthday this week, we have Darren on the 16th, along with Brooke, Ava on the 17th, Skylar on the 18th, Nehemiah, Jabril, Jarvis, and Marley all celebrating their birthday on the 19th, Jordan on the 20th, Himina and Jordan on the 21st, Jacoby and Sanira on the 22nd, Kadarius on the 23rd, as well as Luce, Kimberly on the 24th, Lyric on the 26th, London and Elizabeth on the 27th, and Dylan and Victoria on the 29th. And our staff members, Miss Monica Brown from third grade is celebrating her birthday on the 19th, and Miss Ivy Floyd, one of our paras, is celebrating her birthday on the 27th. Happy birthday, Kimberly Panthers! And now for a few announcements. I continue reminding our parents because as we get closer and closer to January and our return to school, it's important that all of you have your free thermometer from Kinza Fluency. That thermometer is important because it will allow you to take your temperature at home and it will calculate or keep track of your temperature in the app and then let the school know how you're feeling each and every day. It'll give us a chance to kind of track temperatures within our building to see if, in fact, there are potential outbreaks once our students return. So, again, make sure your parents text Fluency, that's FLUENCY, to 900 900. They will get a link where they'll be able to download the free Kinza app. They'll sign up in there with our school, and then they'll check their email for more information where they will then get a chance to order their thermometer. If you are getting meals from the school system, please be reminded that APS will continue to offer students the weekly 5-day meal kits, 5 breakfast meals, and 5 lunch meals by bus delivery and curbside pickup from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Mondays. This is coming up on our final week of our parent teacher conferences. So if your parents have not heard from your teacher yet to sign up for a conference, tell them to reach out to them this week or send me an email so that way I can make sure that I notify the teacher to get in touch with them. We got all report cards ready to go out. And so they should be coming out and getting mailed. If they didn't get picked up by the postman on Friday, they'll definitely get picked up by the postman on Monday. And so your report card should be home this week. This week, we also gave out coats and school supplies and backpacks and shoes. These are just a few of the pictures of our staff members gathering those items as they were taking them out to cars. I want to say thank you to all of our staff members who helped, and congratulations to all of our boys and girls who came and got their coats. Now, hey, you're probably looking and saying, well, my mother didn't come home with a coat for me. That means your coat is still on the table in the cafeteria waiting for your parent to come pick it up, and they can come pick it up at any time. We're open 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. This week, our targeted interventions will change just a little bit. We'll be offering two types of targeted interventions. We'll be offering school-based face-to-face interventions and our home-based virtual interventions. So our home-based students will do just like they always do. At 8:30 a.m., they will sign on and meet their homeroom teacher for SEL and attendance. And then at 9 a.m., they'll work in their small groups with the teacher for independent work or whatever the schedule is that the teacher creates. Now, some of our students were contacted and they will be coming in face to face on Wednesday, starting this week from 8 a.m. until 12:30. The select students, again, only select students, and your parents had to have gotten not only a call inviting you, but also an email letting you know that you were confirmed. Those are regular ed K-5 students and our special ed autism and EBD students. Transportation will be provided, and you'll be getting that information hopefully on today, if not on today, before Wednesday. And then breakfast and lunch will be provided. And those groups are small groups with no more than 7 students. So that means don't try to sneak on that bus because we're going to have you walk home. No, we're not going to have you walk home, but we will make sure that you get home. Your parents will have to come pick you up, and that will be an inconvenience for them because we can't have more than 7 students in any one of those classrooms, and those students have already been selected. Did you sign up for the spelling bee? I hope you did. If you didn't, make sure you ask your teacher about it so that way they can get your name to Miss Hinton and she might be able to get you signed up because the deadline was last week. But of course, we want to make sure that we have that deadline early enough so that way we can still get you in time to participate in this year's virtual spelling bee. After this week, we will have a week off for our boys and girls because November 23rd through the 27th is Thanksgiving break. It's an opportunity for you to spend some quality time with your families. But, boys and girls, I want you to make sure that you are safe each and every day that you're at home and on break, and that you continue to practice social distancing, wearing a mask, and washing your hands often. Now, the CDC recommends that we not have large gatherings during Thanksgiving. And I know you don't have any choice in that, but I will say to you that if you do happen to be at a large gathering, make sure that you're wearing your mask, that you're social distancing, and that you're washing your hands often, even when you're around family, because sometimes it's when we're around family that we're our most vulnerable because we feel our safest, when in reality, that's when we need to have our guard up. And now for a few words of wisdom. When life seems really difficult, when your dad has lost his job, or your mom has grounded you for 2 weeks, or you've argued with a close friend, it can be hard to think about what's good and right in the world, and can be hard to be grateful for anything. But think about this: things could always be worse, and it can be a good idea to stop and think about what's right and good in your world, like the roof over your head, the clothes on your back, and the gift of getting an education. Today, I want you to take a moment as we prep for Thanksgiving and think about 3 things you are grateful for. Did you do it? That's what Thanksgiving is all about. Have a grateful holiday, kids. With something to think about, this is Mr. Sally. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. This concludes the weekly announcements. Be sure to be actively engaged in your live session starting at 8:30 a.m. daily. We are Panthers who roar, respect others, own responsibility, always safe and ready at all times.